Hi, this is Gary from 3Bug Media. We're a web marketing company based in Charlotte, North Carolina. And today I want to talk to you about local marketing. Now, when it comes to local marketing, there's a great mix of different platforms and tools available to the small business owner that can help them develop a really good local marketing strategy for their business. And we're going to talk about some of those tools today. The first thing we're going to talk about is local SEO. Now, local SEO is basically optimizing your website so when people do local searches for your city or your region, they'll find your website in the organic search results. So local SEO is a little bit different than regular SEO in that you're really trying to focus on one small area, and in this case it would be Charlotte or the greater Charlotte area, or maybe North Carolina in general. So there's lots of different things we can do when it comes to local SEO to do that. And one of the first things is Google My Business. Now, Google My Business is a free web page offered to small businesses. And you've probably seen it. If you ever do a search online in Google and you get the map listing with little pin markers of local businesses, those listings aren't your website. Those are actually your Google My Business page. So it's a free tool. All you have to do is go and fill it out, optimize it, fill it out the best you can, get some customer reviews, and it can put you in the running right away when it comes to local SEO. Now, Bing Places is very similar. It's basically Bing's version of Google My Business. So you can do the same exact thing with that. And also, when it comes to local SEO, you want to localize your website. And basically what that means is you want to make it clear to visitors and the search engines that your business is local in nature. So you want to make sure that you have things like your name, address, phone number visible on pretty much every page on your site. Make it really easy for the search engine and for people to know where you're located and where your market is. And it's also creating different pages focused on your local area. So maybe blog posts that are focused on, local neighborhoods or the city of Charlotte, things like that. So these are all things that you can do to localize your website so the search engines understand that you're totally focused on one specific market. Now, the next thing is Google AdWords, which is a paid advertising program by Google. Now, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do when it comes to Google AdWords. Two of the most popular ones is search campaigns and display campaigns. Now, search is basically, if you ever go to google.com, do a search, and you see some of those text ads that are intermingled with the organic search results. Those are your search campaign ads. And basically, they're really cool because they're totally intent-based. So if somebody is searching for a plumber in Charlotte, you have the opportunity, if you're a plumber, to show your ad directly to them and bring them directly back to your website on there. So really good tool. You can totally focus on people that are ready to buy on the spot, and you can kind of shape your ads and your strategy based on what people are searching for online. The other thing is display campaigns. Display campaigns is a little bit different, where you can use text ads, you can use banner ads, videos, things like that, but you're going to use it on websites other than google.com. So it could be Google properties like YouTube, Gmail, things like that, but it can also be one of millions of different partner sites Google has where you can display your ads, and the Charlotte Observer is one of them, and as are many local different websites here in Charlotte. So you have an opportunity to get in front of your audience through all of these different websites through Google AdWords display. The next thing is Facebook ads. Facebook ads are phenomenal when it comes to targeting options and really dialing down to find your specific audience. Two things I want to talk about here today are custom audiences. And custom audiences are pretty cool because you can actually go and create your own marketing lists inside Facebook. And if you've been in business for a while and you have a customer list, you can actually take your customer list, upload it to Facebook, and then you can actually market to those people. So you can actually get directly into their stream, and maybe you have timely messages, you want to offer them an offer, or maybe they have a purchase from you from a long time. You can create all different kinds of ad campaigns based around uploading your customer list and reach out to those people again. Even cooler is what's called lookalike audience. So lookalike audience is when you take your customer list, you give it to Facebook, and they turn around and clone that list and create a lookalike list. And it's basically, they match the same demographics, interests, behaviors, things like that, and they create a totally new list for your business of people that don't know you exist. So basically you're getting a duplicate list of potential targeted leads where you can go out and advertise to them. So that's pretty cool. It's a really good, useful tool. Now, these are all things where you're using the platform to attract people to your website. You're doing some targeted advertising. And then once they're on their site, there's some really cool things you can do as well. And one of them is remarketing. Now, remarketing is when somebody comes to your website, you drop a tracking code on their device through a remarketing program that you subscribe to. And then once they leave your site, you have the ability to target them with advertising, image banners, Facebook ads, video, things like that after they leave your website. So you can get a lot more mileage out of that initial, effort of getting them to your site. You can continue to remarket to them. It's great for companies where there's a lot of competition. Maybe people are price shopping, comparison shopping, they're getting multiple quotes. And it's also very useful for companies or industries where the buying cycle is long. So it may not be a one and done like ordering pizza. It may be several weeks or even sometimes several months where you have the ability to stay top of mind with them and reach out to them over time without having to get their email address, which is very important because some people will not give you their email address no matter what. So remarketing is almost like being able to do email marketing to them without their email address, and that's really cool. The other thing is email marketing. So very underutilized platform for small businesses. A lot of people have moved away from email marketing and got more into social media. Every statistic and every study that they do with online marketing all shows that email marketing outperforms social media as far as generating revenue and new leads for your business 10 to 1 on there, but it's very underutilized when it comes to small business. So how does it work into your local marketing mix is once you can get these people to your site, you can get their information, you can do what's called a drip campaign, and it's an automated sequence that you develop based on whatever your marketing or sales funnel's going to look like, and you can reach out to these people over time and nurture them because they may not be ready to buy from you today, but they may be ready to buy from you 2 or 3 weeks from now once you give them more information so they can make an educated choice on there. The other thing is, and it's starting to become more affordable for small businesses, is marketing automation. Marketing automation is basically behavior-based marketing, email marketing, where if somebody does this, then you can trigger emails to do that. So if they say visit a certain section of your website, a certain service, you can actually have it triggered to send a specific email about that service. Or maybe a prospect hasn't visited your website in several months and they decide to come back. Your marketing automation software can pick that up and automatically send them out another email, based on that trigger that they just did. So there's tons and tons of things you can do when it comes to marketing automation. In the past, it's been out of reach for small businesses as far as price goes, but the price have come down a lot. And now there's a lot of small businesses that are really starting to use marketing automation, and they're seeing awesome ROIs from it. So all of these things together help you to put together a really good local marketing strategy. So you have these, your SEO, your local SEO, your Google AdWords, your Facebook ads are all going to be targeted to drive targeted visitors to your website. Remarketing, email marketing is going to take the other, 97% of the people that come to your site but aren't ready to buy on the spot, and you're going to be able to continue to reach out to them, market to them, and kind of nurture them until they're ready to buy. And it's going to give your business the ability to capture a lot of that audience that you would have lost if you didn't do any kind of follow-up sequence in there. So all of this put together kind of puts together a nice online marketing strategy for your business where you can take a visitor, turn them into a lead, turn them into a prospect, and eventually turn them into a customer for your business. So I hope this little overview of local marketing was helpful. If you have more questions, things like that, you can go to 3bugmedia.com and contact us for more information. Thank you very much and have a good day.